See, not like hugely emphasized, right? Like, and that's very important, obviously. Ball roll touch. I'm gonna get memed in the comment section for that one, right? But it's... Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. EA hasn't released an SBC for a second day, so we're just gonna make one video today, this little fodder episode with Rivaldo. We're looking at a player that is 6'1" with medium-low work rates, left-footed with 4-star skill moves. However, he does have a 2-star weak foot. So that being said, in regards to his specific stats, we have 88 acceleration with 90 sprint speed. Shooting stats are essentially perfect. The basic chemistry style gives him a +4 for shot power, 5 for attacking positioning. With 97 composure, his shooting, especially on his left foot, will be very noticeable. With this card, you will have to slap a engine chemistry style on him for that +10 in balance. I don't want to waste my dude's account in regards to any of his chemistry styles, but you'll be able to notice it anyways, because we've tried out the cards on the basic chemistry style anyways, and then from there we basically... I need these glasses, man. Whenever they get those done, it's going to be great for me. From there, we're basically going to be able to tell if the dribbling with him is going to be responsive enough. Now, some cards, even if they have like 79 balance and they have like 93 agility, but then they have those really high 90s for reactions, ball controls, dribbling, and composure, sometimes the balance is not noticeable because of how high the three main stats of reaction, ball control, and dribbling is, right? So we're going to definitely experiment with that. In general, I would still say to obviously give him an engine chemistry style boost, because I think the way that they oriented this card around specific chemistry styles is that they want you to give him an engine, because it's very obvious. A +10 for long passing, +5 for short, +5 for acceleration and sprint speed, and then a +10 for balance, right? So definitely something to take into consideration. So obviously the big question here is going to be a matter of, is his dribbling characteristics going to be bad, and is his weak foot going to be a problem? Weak foot is always a problem. There's never a time where it isn't a problem, but sometimes when your weak foot is so bad, the way that the players play in game to specifically use one foot to do outside foot shots, power strikes in certain angles in a very weird way, it doesn't become a huge nuisance, but it is most of the times having to do that extra small little touch to get into that little bit of space, right? But Rivaldo's obviously a Brazilian legend, so huge sentimental value right there, right? So in regards to how we're going to be lined up in game with Rivaldo in the team, we're just going to make one switch in regards to positioning. Rivaldo will play as a cam, and then we will rotate him between the cam position and the striker position. Mateus Cunha can obviously play as a striker or a central cam, so no problem there. And then the rest of the team will be as it is. Kimmich and Palacios is a nice little partnership between the two, so yeah. Only thing I have to check next is stamina, because stamina is important. It actually makes me not like Neymar's card, because of his low stamina, but this card has 87 stamina, so you can play him however way you want. It shouldn't only be 87 stamina, because it is an icon moments card. I expect these things to have, like, honestly, minimum like 92, but 87 is a good minimum requirement at the very least. So yeah, let's go into a game, see how he plays. I think the card's gonna be fun to play with. I really do. I hope it's not like a Raul situation where he doesn't feel that significant. It's going to be interesting to test out his dribbling with his 6'1" height, because you know legends also have that big stock in game too, so it's definitely going to be interesting to try out. So let's get into a game and see how he plays. So balance is definitely noticeable on the card, but I do think that with the engine chemistry style, like, it's actually going to be really nice. It's very interesting when it comes to FIFA, because when you play the game enough, you kind of understand what a person's dribbling is going to be like right off the bat, right? Just from the way that they do skill moves, the way that they respond to your left stick dribble. Do they have like a physical type of dribble, or do they have like an agile one? And to be honest, I think that because of him being so tall, that dribbling type of characteristic that he has is going to be very beneficial to how he plays in game. See, not like hugely emphasized, right? Like, and that's very important, obviously. Ball roll touch. I'm gonna get memed in the comment section for that one, right? But I try to teach you guys, right? Like, when you're close to the goalkeeper, you know you're not gonna score those opportunities. Very, very good responsive play from Rivaldo right there. He responded to my control as well with the skill move from the first time ball roll. You see how they only go down when you do that touch part, right? So, yeah, really good goal there with Rivaldo. Good run too, obviously. Yeah, left stick dribbling is really nice with him too. His skill moves come off really nicely because of that physical presence that he also adds to the skill move. Which I really, really like on cards, right? Like, I feel like it definitely adds an extra part to the card for sure. Positioning is really good to ask for the ball in this general situation. Again, I have a huge like to left-footed players as well. It's just like a personal preference of mine. Like, I really enjoyed using Di Maria's card, for instance, because I don't know, there's just something about using left-footed players that are just fit my playstyle really nicely. Let's see what his off-the-ball movement is like here. Actually utilizes the empty space really nicely there. That's very good. You like to make those small little intricate movements just to see what decision they end up taking there. And it was a good one, obviously. He has a good rotation policy between him and the other 3 attackers, which is fantastic as well. I could tell you guys right off the bat, when a card has this instant of a presence in game, you could definitely tell he's going to be a really fun card to use in this game for sure. Raul gave me a bad feeling the moment I touched him. I didn't really like the card at all. See, instant touch, instant dribble. It's beautiful to have with that height and physical presence. Great off the ball movement to come close to me to receive the ball here. I want to see what he does in this general movement right here. Yeah, I like the way he offers himself to get into the space. Little quick play here with him. Almost get into that little space right there. Rivaldo's already making a good off the ball movement right there too. Without the acceleration and sprint speed boost that the card obviously doesn't have right now, he actually runs quite nicely. And that with his, again, with his height, is going to be a huge thing for sure. You see how Konate is just a beast? I regret not doing that card. See? His dribbling is actually good. So it is a case of his other 3 main dribbling stats not making the balance that relevant. To be honest, I wish they kind of did that with most of the cards so that they made most of the cards usable, but... It's a good pass there with Rivaldo. I don't know, man. He feels really nice on his left foot. Like, he definitely specifically only wants to play on his left, which is perfectly fine. I think he's compensating really well with his general stats being very good. I think that with that engine chemistry style too, increasing his dribbling in general, even from those 3 main stats that are already very high, I think he's going to be a very responsive player. He definitely feels better on the ball dribbling-wise than Raul, and that's a for sure thing so far. And this card's taller than Raul, I believe, so definitely a nice thing as well. I'm actually going to try out Rivaldo as a striker now, because as a cam, he's very usable. He positions himself really well. I want to see what he's like in this striker position. Oh, there it is. He got the goal there. I could have just finesse shotted that, obviously, but I wanted to see what he was like control-wise from doing specific skill moves. And again, he did very, very, very well right there. You could see that he did some really good off-the-ball movement there as well. I know I keep talking about off-the-ball movement. I'm telling you guys, it's such an important thing in FIFA. Like, certain cards, you can tell they don't belong in certain places, but this card definitely belongs in the middle areas for sure. It's going to be interesting because I kind of want to try him out on the side as well to see what he plays like there. But I do think because of that 2-star weak foot, it makes more sense to play him through the middle. I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, man. That 2-star weak foot, I honestly do not mind at all right now. I think he's playing really well. Alright guys, so final verdict on the card. He's really good, guys. Really, really good. Now, the 2-star weak foot, obviously, like, there will be times where you're going to want to have that 4-star weak foot or even 3-star weak foot. But I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Like, he definitely revolves most of his play around his left foot in regards to positioning the ball a certain way on his left, right? And I feel like that's going to be a very important thing with this card in regards to using him, because his dribbling is actually quite responsive, because the 3 main stats here in regards to reactions, ball control, and dribbling is high enough where if you take a look at his stats without the chemistry styles, it's so high that the 79 balance with the 6'1" height, it's somewhat noticeable, like a tiny bit, but Imagine if you give him the engine chemistry style, right? Like the guy's going to move really fast on the ball, right? And it's going to be great because it even gives him the +2s and 3s for those, which may not be noticeable to the eye, but it's still in the 99s, right? So the +5 for acceleration and sprint speed will be a huge plus as well with the passing boost. You could definitely tell that I think most people would have given him an engine. Yeah, it makes most sense. Physical capabilities are definitely there because he has a big stock in game as well as his 6'1" height, so he has the reach for it too. His 2-star weak foot honestly didn't really present to be that much of a problem. At 1.7 mil for an icon moments card, it's pretty decent. You know, the 2-star weak foot, again, huge downfall of the card, but not really a huge downfall because, like, again, he really specifically plays on that left. I would not recommend playing him on the sides, although he can play those possessions well. I think you would best utilize this card as your striker or mostly as your cam because those medium-low work rates, it works really nicely in that central cam position. I really, really liked it. So it also makes him lose stamina way slower, so still has a pretty good amount of stamina by the end of the game. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video today. I'll catch you guys for tomorrow. Hopefully they actually release an SBC tomorrow. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.